Because we want to protect our asses from crybabies, salty bitches, and lawsuits, we want to remind you this show is rated M for mature individuals only. That means if you're easily offended by graphic language, griefers, or full frontal nudity, please disconnect now and get the fuck out. Thank you, Mario, but the good podcast is in another castle. I know you want this body, but you just can't have it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Remove from Play, the show where we remove ourselves from a culture and hobby we love to discuss it. What is that culture and hobby?
The real
E3.
186.
That's the culture and hobby. We only discuss.
E3.
But yeah, okay, E3 and the real 186. That's what we discuss. That's it. Nothing else. Not about video games.
Not about
Just-
the JJ.
Not about anything but that.
No, not at all.
I keep thinking that's the Slytherin crest from Harry Potter, but it's just an Irish. It's just an
What you
Ireland
mean?
thing.
You saying Irish people can't be Slytherin too?
I'm thinking they can be because that totally looks like it. Maybe
Tom Riddle's for president. Blech.
Tom Riddle for president.
Hey,
Can't speak.
I want Lord Buckethead to be my president.
I'm trying to practice my speaking
Okay.
in tongues.
Right, I don't. Yeah, but anyways, I know that's totally off topic, but that just made me think about that. But yes, we're back this week. Talk about E3 and all that fun stuff.
Woohoo! Yeah.
E3, what's that?
Electronic Entertainment Expo, held once a year.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
very surprised you haven't heard of it before.
Uh-huh, and I suck dicks for a living. That was right on cue, actually. Whoa!
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Whoa.
Producer finally did something
Yeah,
right
dude.
for once.
I gotta do it this
I
hand.
get some mushroom sounders for me. Yay.
Yeah.
I leveled up. There you go. Cool stuff.
I'm-
Yes, but we're just talking about all E3 this week and everything like that. Pretty much just going to give off our impressions on everything about that, what we like, what we didn't like, all that fun stuff. I was going to say we start off like we always do about what games we've been playing, but let's fuck that. Let's just go straight into some E3 stuff.
Yeah, because
So there was,
Oh, fuck you too.
So there was a lot of pre E3 announcements that happened this year before E3 even came out. Things about a new original EA title, some stuff on Super Mario Odyssey and all that fun stuff.
That disappointing Pokemon.
Yeah, they didn't really elaborate on anything
Everyone
about Pokemon.
really wants that Pokemon. Calm down. Calm your Pokemon boner down, okay? You fucking got Monster Hunter. What more do you want?
More. I wanted a full Switch title.
Like, let's think about this, right? You got Anthem, Monster Hunter, right? I was gonna say Destiny, and Destiny if you play it. I mean, like, those games are gonna take up most of your life. Like, why are you even worried about it? Don't even get me started on the JRPGs that are coming out. That Kingdom Hearts 3, all about to put
Xenoblade
out.
Chronicles 2.
That Final Fantasy 7 remake that you're gonna get in the year 2042.
Yep.
Hey, it's coming.
So let's just go down the line of when they appeared. We'll start off with EA's conference. So EA came out there and showed off a bunch of stuff. So what do we think about the EA and what did we like from there? I personally want to start off with Battlefront 2.
No. You mean what Battlefront 1 should have been?
Yeah, even though I still don't think it looks that amazing, it just would have been the first one should have been, you know?
Fucking
Something
space
isn't
battles, droids and clones. Fucking, you could earn points and then spend the points on vehicles instead of hoping to God that you just run around the map and, there's a vehicle drop token. Let me grab that.
Yeah, now they're actually there and stuff. It's more like Battlefield even more now with the way the vehicles are spread across the map and everything. But that's fine. You know, like I said, it's not exactly the same as the old Battlefront. Now it's like what it's finally bringing all the features I wanted from the first new Battlefront from like a lot of the old games. Even if I don't feel it's going to be the same, I still think that's cool. And we got to see some hero battles finally, so that's cool. Darth Maul was kicking some ass.
I'm just really, it was like, what the fuck though when they had Rey though?
My brother was like, yo, man, they got Finn in there. And I'm like, yo, if I wanted some Black Power, I just go and watch the Black Panther movie that's about to show up.
I know that trailer. that trailer dropped like right before E3, and I'm like, oh come on, no gamers are gonna look at this, but that's okay.
Mhm. Shout outs.
Shout
I'm
out.
making it known. It's out there.
Yeah, Black Panther. Looks like it's gonna be a good one.
But
Yeah, so that was my highlight of it. Yeah, they showed other things. You know, they showed a lot of
Battlefield
FIFA.
1 DLC.
Yeah, they showed a lot of FIFA too as well. They're coming back swinging with new NBA this year, so that's cool. Usually, what is it? What's the other company that makes the 2K series?
Hmm?
I don't remember who makes 2K series, but anyways, seeing that having competition with the other basketball game will be nice now. Seeing EA come back with like, we're gonna bring back our basketball game. We've been out the game for a while, so that's cool. And of course, they started off with like Madden and stuff like that. So yeah, Madden. It looks good. At least as they have a story mode this time. I like that they're introducing legit story modes in all their sports games now. So that's cool. I'm happy about that.
but you're never gonna play it.
Actually, because of the storyline, I actually might pick up Madden again.
No. You
No,
must wait.
you're not. You're
They're
gonna.
going to announce that NFL Street 4.
Oh God, if they did that, I was really hoping they would announce something like that.
Out of left field, just like that Monster Hunter.
Yeah. So those are about all the things that I was really interested in that from the EA. Yeah, they had other stuff going on, but those are my highlights. And overall, good showing. Good showing.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys think about the EA?
Sports and Battlefront. Yeah, it's cool. I'll wait for it. Like, I'm more of a pessimistic person now. With like, EA. I like EA sometimes, and I don't like EA sometimes. So like, I give them the benefit of the doubt. So there's a chance that I may pick up Battlefront. Let me be honest, all right? My brother's gonna pick it up. Our accounts are linked. He's gonna download it. I'm gonna have it. I'm probably gonna play like 1 or 2 matches, and if I really like it, I'll keep playing it. And if not, I'm gonna bash it. And I don't play sports games. So
Rocket League is a sports game.
yeah, but at least Rocket League looks fun.
Hey, and guess what? StarCraft is a sports game. An esports game. Got
You wish.
him. You wish you were Korean so you could actually be good at it. Got him.
Oh.
I wish I was.
Oh, what'd you guys think about the new Need for Speed, which was like literally they saw the Fast and Furious movies like 5 years ago, and they were like, oh fuck it, let's just make a Fast and the Furious game and call it Need for Speed. It's like, dude, man, hopping between different characters and cars and stuff and doing crazy stunts. It looks cool. Wait, actually, I think I'm getting my games mixed up wrong here. Let me see the Need for Speed one again real quick.
I think you are.
No, that's the one I'm thinking about. Nope, yep, that Need for Speed game is the one I'm thinking about. Driving fast, because that's the one where they drove up onto the truck, right? Yeah, it's where the lady drove up into the truck, everything. Yeah, so that's exactly the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, it's cool.
Yo, we
I
don't
like
need
it.
Need for Speed. We got family.
Shoot, I just want another Burnout.
Yeah.
I want an
I see.
original Burnout where the whole point of it is fucking crashing.
Yeah, like me and my friend were talking about racing games, and we're just like, the only real racing games you can ever really enjoy are the ones where you can literally fuck up your friends.
Cruising the world?
Yeah, kind of like, and there were some burnout elements in the Need for Speed game actually too. The way they were crashing in the cars and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But
but the
it won't
biggest,
top Mario Kart though.
yeah. Then there's Mario Kart. So if you guys didn't have anything particular you wanted to talk about from there, then the only big thing then that came out of this, actually the thing that everyone's really talking about, is the new Anthem. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
That wasn't EA though.
Yeah, that's under EA. BioWare's Anthem.
Yeah,
They
that
showed
was
it off
under-
they showed it off at EA's press conference.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that is.
And they showed it off at Microsoft at the end.
It's yeah. They also showed it. That's where they actually showed like gameplay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the idea of this is it's a game where it's like Titanfall mixed with Attack on Titan, a lot of Titans, and a little bit of what is the other one? A little bit of a post-apocalyptic type
No,
world.
just call it what it is. It's Destiny done right.
I was
Who
gonna
said
say
that?
I was gonna
Who said
say
that?
it's
Destiny with mech
Yeah,
suits.
Destiny. That was the other game I was looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny with mech suits. That's all. I mean,
Hey man, there is definitely some Attack on Titan elements. They're talking about how they built giant walls to keep threats out and stuff like that.
I'm
King Kong?
I'm waiting because I want to see
The
how they
Jews?
try to sell the. I
I
want to
got
see
it.
how they really sell the game because I. Here's my thing. I think everyone learned from Destiny's fuck up. All right, like even Destiny learned from Destiny's fuck up. Don't get me wrong. Destiny 2 is probably gonna be great. I probably won't buy it, but it's probably gonna be really, really good because they're doing everything the fans want because they realize how much they fucked up in Destiny 1. And if Anthem paid any attention to what Destiny did, they won't do what Destiny did and will actually do things better.
And I love
So-
that if it's truly going to be a drop in and out like they showed in that trailer
Mhm.
and everything, that gameplay trailer at Microsoft, that would be a really cool idea. It's like, all right, I'm going to walk up into this instance like in Destiny, but I'm going to literally drop people in, and then we can go attack it up, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
thought-
what Destiny showed in their original like E3 thing.
No, but you got to team up beforehand. You got to wait for a bunch of spaceships to
No,
fly
guys
up.
like, oh, I'm gonna go into this like friggin' like factory that's abandoned and kill this boss. A little dropship flies by, the person pops out. It's like, oh, there's my friend to help me.
Wait, and I still got one more question, actually. All right. Why are we trying to make MMOs where you only have like a 3-person party group? I mean, come on.
Well, because they're trying to make MMO like elements, you know.
I got 4 friends. Sometimes I got 5.
Well, there are 6-man raids in Destiny, aren't there?
Those are raids. I can't just go over there. You know what they need, every MMO needs this actually, that Anthem included and Destiny both need a dark zone. That's
Kinda
where
like-
I feel that they just need an area where you can literally just go in and PvP other people.
Dude, RuneScape had one.
Yeah, I know,
The
right?
wild.
Yo, let me tell you, right? When I was young and innocent, right? I was playing RuneScape, and someone was like, "Oh, you know, a person I was talking to them online. They were like, "Oh, you should come." They helped me do some quests, and they were like, "Oh, you should follow me over here." And I was like, "Okay." So here's innocent Arthur running along, following this person, and I'm like, "Man, what's going on here? Why are these people fighting each other?" And they're like, "Oh, don't worry about that. This is what happens around this area." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I went into this area, right? And like a bunch of like high level people, right, surrounded me and just killed my ass. And I was like, I thought we was cool, bro.
You thought wrong.
I
You thought
did.
wrong.
Like literally. And it wasn't just me. Like it was this other person who was with me too. So I was like, oh man, we all gotta be really tight, right? Nope. We all got murked. That dude got murked first.
Yeah, I only tricked someone in the wild once back in RuneScape, and I had them take the chalice too. Where if you take the chalice, all the NPCs attack you and kill you. I did that one too. But if you were super high level, you would just wreck those guys' asses. So only worked on low level shitheads. So,
Oh, that was a low level shithead.
but Anthem's looking good. You know,
It is. I'm just saying, give me a dark zone.
and this
I
is
don't
the
even-
A team at BioWare too. So this is the people that like made like good shit.
Yes.
Because don't get me wrong, I don't mind, like, you know, if you want to do like a fire team mode or like a 6v6, but I really would love a PvP mode. Because I feel like, even though Division could have been better, I'm going to say could have been better, because it wasn't that bad, but it could have been better.
It was
The Dark Zone was his greatest selling point. Like, literally, there were times where I'm literally there, I'm with my friends, and we're chilling, and like 4 other people come up, and then 4 other people come up, and there's only like 9 spots. So everyone starts shooting someone, and we're over here waiting until someone runs out of bullets. It was fun. Like, I had a great time playing the Dark Zone, and they need more. They need those types of areas in there where you could just go against other players. Because let's face it, anyone can wreck an NPC. It's not hard. If you hit the right levels, you know what they do, you just go in there and murk them. But like to face another player and try to kill them who has the same equipment as you, and you don't know what skills they have, and they don't know what skills you have, come on now. It's like genius.
We should make like an open world Yu-Gi-Oh game, and just like
If you lose, you get to the Shadow World.
no, they'll just have instead of a Dark Zone, they'll have a Shadow Realm where you duel people and like take their lives and then take their deck after they die.
Funny.
Oh, that'd be fucked up. I just got the 5th piece of Exodia, damn it. Flip the keyboard up. Fuck this game.
I'm gonna go play Pokemon.
Other notes from the EA conference
Oh, we're still
there.
talking
I
about
was
EA.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of tangents. You know what I noticed? They started off, so they were the first one to be like, "Yo, here are our influencers playing our games on the thing and everything." That and they had like all these clips, like, and we'll see that it's actually a trend going through a lot of these conferences, where they have like influencers. Like it was mostly Bethesda, EA, and Ubisoft. Like there wasn't too much of Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo, but the third parties, man, they were heavily like, yeah, here's our influencers playing, telling us we flew them in to try out the game, and I thought that was like, man, everyone's leaning very heavily on these YouTube people coming on and stuff. So that was very interesting seeing that.
You know what? It's really it was interesting to see that, but it's not because like Because let's face it, you see it often. Like, you know, when you see like big name people come in there, like when they do the video game awards, like every year, and they bring in like Samuel Jackson or someone. You know, like
Oh yeah, same idea. It's all promotion.
Yeah,
I was just,
it's
they
all
they went
promotion.
heavily with this year. It just shows them how they don't really care about the journalists. They just want they care about the journalists, but it's more like they don't care. They want them on the stage. They just want you to write up articles, and then
Yeah.
for them, they're like, yeah, we know these YouTubers actually give us more views, so we're gonna like bring them on stage, make people talk to them, be hip with the kids because they have like Captain Sparkles. Well, it wasn't
Oh.
Captain Sparkles, but just as an example.
it was funny because I was watching the Xbox,
The Microsoft
Microsoft one.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and me and my friend, we're talking with Mike. We're talking on the party chat, and we're watching. And I'm like, you know what? It's so hard to be that guy who has to come out here and talk because he has to dress somewhere between where it's casual enough for people to think he's really games, and somewhere where he's serious enough to be like he's selling you stuff. He's got to dress right in the middle, and I don't think he did a good job today. I'm not knocking him though. He tried.
You're not.
But it's hard to, you know what? It's really hard because you see a lot of companies now, they want to seem like they're with you. You know, they're on your side, which is another point.
They're young.
And-
They're hip with the kids.
Yeah, you know, they're like, oh, we're bringing, like, why they're bringing in their influencers and stuff, you know. Oh, you know, we're all hip and stuff. But let's face it, if we get your game and you do shoddy market practicing, we're going to know. And there is no group of influencers that can save you from that. All right, like that Ubisoft press conference, we don't even talk about that because I ain't even watch it. Ubisoft is dead to me, all right? Them motherfuckers jumped off a cliff and died, and that's as far as I'm concerned.
It's a shame because they got a cool game coming out now.
No, they don't have no cool games. They can't even fix their last couple ones.
What are you talking about? Assassin's Creed, the Scorpion King.
I was so mad I had to sit through that and watch that, and I was like, fuck, like, can't I fast forward
I'm
this?
calling it now. I know they're gonna have something to do with the Scorpion King, some kind of cosmetic or DLC.
What do you mean? They had like some guy in the Anubis mask mummifying people. Yeah, they got stuff to do with that.
I'm just saying.
I'm just like, I was funny because that came out too, and I was like, man, they still ain't give the fans what they want. An Assassin's Creed based in Japan. Sad face for y'all.
Well, they had that little mobile game, but well,
Yeah,
not
come
mobile, a
on.
portable game, I should say.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Next one, I guess we'll go over now is the Microsoft conference. They started off strong,
Oh,
showing
you don't
off.
want to get my points on EA, whatever. Fuck.
I asked twice.
Yeah.
Twice I asked.
Yeah, I didn't get my say in.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Tell us what you think about EA.
It's like Battlefront 2, yes. It's like good. It's what the first one should have been. The only thing that I have a problem with is why the fuck is Rey fighting with the clones and the droids? Rey's fucking not even born yet. And then what is with this fucking get Yoda like by pre-ordering shit?
Yep.
That
You're
was-
pissed because you had to pre-order Yoda. You get Yoda.
I mean, it's like come on, it's
You
Yoda.
know,
But man, all the DLC is going to be free.
I don't.
It's just...
pre-order bonuses like that. Like, you know what
Eventually,
I
that's
was-
going to be for everybody, though.
Yeah,
So
I
you
know.
don't need to worry
It
about
is-
too much.
all you can do is really look at it and be like, eh. Like that's another reason I'm not getting Destiny 2. Because if I got it, I would have to get it on the Xbox because I have all my friends on the Xbox, and I would miss out on all the PS4 exclusive stuff. So I'm just not going to get Destiny.
Or you could just wait for it to come out 8 months later in the PC and get everything.
No, by then I'll be either too engrossed in Anthem or Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Xbox.
Now that'll be out way. That'll definitely be out before those games. I would
Mhm.
put money on that.
No, he's gonna be playing Dauntless. Ain't that right?
No,
No, you're gonna play Dauntless.
actually I probably will.
You better
I'm not lying.
So
too.
anything else
Play?
crazy peepers from EA that you wanted to talk about? Say opinions.
Like
He pays-
Anthem, I'm excited for as well. It's probably like the biggest game on my radar right now, besides Monster Hunter, just because it's like,
He was
I-
so excited.
yep. I just get that feel of like what you were saying, like it feels like Destiny and a bunch of other games. Like, the one game that it really like gives me a vibe of Lost Planet.
What Anthem, but without all the ice.
Yeah, well,
Well, yeah, because they're
Yeah.
flying around with your superpower suit. It's kind
well,
of
it's
like
just that there's the
grappling onto
giant
things.
monsters and like
And the
they're
giant
talking about-
monsters, yeah. Yeah, it has a little feel about that. I can see where you're getting that from.
I know. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like they used the same voice actors that they used in Division. Was it just me who felt that way?
Was the Division an EA game? I thought that was a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, but you can use the same voice actor.
Well, you
It's a voice
can't. I just
actor.
don't even. I never replayed the division.
But I know what
so-
you're talking about, where it's like,
Where they're talking and stuff like, wait, what
Oh
is he doing?
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So what it is they didn't. That's not in-game talk. Those are voice actors talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know those.
So
but
yeah,
that's
they
why-
probably were the exact. They're a set of voice actors. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
like, here, hey, I got this drone. I'll scout it out.
How do you guys feel about that? Would you prefer that they do that heavily voice acted type of thing where it seems like it's part of the game, or would you rather them do realistic voice acting where they're like, "Oh, I'm going 2 clicks down here," because we know no one ever talks like that in voice chat.
Yeah,
so.
no one's gonna talk like that. It's
I
like,
really,
So you like the way they did it in the Anthem then, where they're like they're not part of the game talking, but they're more like it's more voice actory.
oh shit, you see what I just did? I just killed all those motherfuckers with my motor.
Yeah,
I'm gonna teabag them bitches.
yeah, that's what I would like to hear. Okay,
They'll
But I
never
know-
do that. That's-
Exactly. So I would just.
But you gotta have
truthfully-
that high pitched, squeaky ass little T. It's like, I'm gonna teabag them. Yeah.
Truthfully, I would just rather hear nothing, and I say that because, you're not gonna hear nothing that's really like over the top funny. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna say something to me while I'm watching the game, at least say something funny. All right? Like I feel like them talking ruined the moment when she came down and just blew all the motherfuckers up. I was like, that's so cool. And she said something. I was like,
Yeah, see, I'm torn with it because I think the idea of having it voice acted and not being like, oh, let's get in this car, let's drive here and make a couple of jokes. But when it's voice acted and make it seem like part of the game, I like when they're doing that when they're selling because that shows me, because you can communicate with your players. So like it shows me if it was just the normal game ambient sounds and like a couple of grunts and stuff like that, then you may not necessarily know from the trailer itself that you can communicate with other people. So I'm torn, but I'm lean more towards the side of I liked when they have the voice actors come on and do that. As long as it's not, you got to find that balance between the whole cringy like people don't talk like this or just the whole we don't know if it's actually in game or not. If
Yeah.
they lean more towards that, then I like it because it's like, oh, are they in game or are they really going for the voice actor type thing?
yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Let's sync up our watches. We attack the enemies at 0600.
Yeah, stick up the watches.
Like, would you show that with your major pain voice? I talk like this all the time.
You ain't a real Anthem player unless you got a shit bucket.
All right, so let's go on to Microsoft then. So they started off
Microsoft.
I
strong.
thought it was Ubisoft next.
No, it's
I'm
not-
just going down. I think it was EA, then Microsoft, then Ubisoft.
Oh, okay.
No, it was Bethesda,
Oh yeah, Bethesda.
then Ubisoft. But I'm not necessarily going. I'm trying to go in the order. But the Microsoft, they came out strong. They were like, "Here's what Project Scorpio is: Xbox One X." And fun fact, if you take it all, Xbox One X, if you take all the letters, it's Xbox. Get it? Xbox One X, Xbox.
Ha ha ha! It's an acronym. Take the first letter.
So even their new one is still confusing as fuck. If is it the original Xbox or not? They came off showing that, seeing how they talked about how powerful it is. They can do 4K gaming and all that fun stuff. So what do you guys think about that? The whole system. It's looking
Yeah.
great to me, but $500, man. Jeez.
Yeah. I'm like, how are you showing me 4K resolution on my TV that's 720?
Yeah,
It doesn't make
unfortunately,
sense.
unfortunately,
I
you
see
can't.
the difference.
You can't see the difference through there. Unfortunately, yeah.
So I was laughing at. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Microsoft has some good games coming out that I was really had me like, okay, I guess this is why I got an Xbox. I guess this is
Yo.
why I paid $60 for your subscription.
You excited for that 4K Minecraft that's finally coming out?
Yo, dude.
We've waited so long for that 4K
Yo.
Minecraft.
I was like, you really wasted my time for 4K Minecraft. Sons, get out my face. No one want to see this.
4K Minecraft's already been out.
That's like the other game that Sony did, which I'm gonna make fun of too. Man, but
Eventually.
Microsoft has some good games, and then it has some times where it was just like, here's my thing with E3, right? I don't mind if you show me cutscenes, but don't try to play off a cutscene as actual gameplay. Don't do that. Because at least if you're showing me actual gameplay, I have a general idea of what I'm looking at. But if you show me just like, oh, look, like, what was the one they did? When they did the Metro one? And I'm like, first off, all right, no real person, right, who's playing this game is going to walk past that bear and shoot him again in the face just for fun. All right, no one's going to do that. We're going to go and jump on that rope and slide right down. That's a waste of bullets. Like, who would do that? There's no logic in that. No, you wouldn't. Put your hand down. But I'm just saying, though, like, there's this, like, to me, there's just this middle ground where I feel like you gotta show, if you're gonna show off a game at E3, you gotta show gameplay. So at least like I have a little bit more hope that that game won't get canceled. Just a little bit more hope, not a lot. Because let's face it, all right, E3 ain't nothing but a wish list, and maybe what you'll see, you might get it next year, or it might get delayed until like 2 E3s later, you know, and you might get screwed over, and you might be the next Final Fantasy 15 in production for like what 7-8 years, and then you finally made it, and you ended up something completely different from what you were supposed to be.
So I like the Xbox One X quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Because it's a really powerful system. It really is. And it's really cool that they're going to go hard with that. And it makes sense that this happened because initially when the original Xbox One came out, along with the PlayStation 4, you know, I really don't think they thought 4K was going to get that popular that quick. So seeing all these refreshes makes sense because they're like, oh shit, we actually have to provide for 4K now. So they have to do all these refreshes just to keep up. Now, I do believe we're going to see another refresh in 2 years. And at that point, we might be slowing down for a while. So I think that's when I would really jump on the bandwagon there at that point. But at this time, I don't think $500 is worth it, especially now knowing that I can get the game still playing on the original. But if I was a new person, I would just get the Xbox One X. I don't see any reason to get the S or the original version. Actually, I don't think you can get original version. You only can buy S's at this point because they even discounted the S's for this after they announced the Xbox One X. So that's pretty interesting that they did that. But it looks like it's a great system. The whole idea of having ultra Blu-rays that you can play will be really sweet. It's even smaller than the Xbox One S, so that's pretty amazing. And it'll be able to, I already mentioned about the Ultra HD, yeah. So it'll be able to play Ultra HD. So it's a good system. $500 is quite a bit of asking point, especially because people probably just bought an S. So like towards the end of this year, getting another Xbox would be kind of rough.
You know the real reason. Halo 2.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're bringing that.
They're bringing
That's
it to the Xbox One
going
now.
to be for the normal Xbox One as well.
Oh,
so it's not going
no.
to be an issue.
Like, I like the fact that they didn't try and force you to go buy an Xbox One X. All right, like I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Especially in like an industry where they're literally like, you have to buy the next system. You have to buy the next system. Like I appreciate that they said, hey, you know, we're gonna charge you $500 for this next system, but you're still gonna be able to play all these games. You just won't be able to play them on 4K, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Because again, I feel like you, Matt. In another 2 years, they're gonna release another system that's even more powerful, and at that point, you're gonna have to, you at that point, you might as well just upgrade. Why not? Or I mean, if you're a PC player, I mean, you can just get a better graphics card and then play your Xbox games on your computer because you can do that.
Indeed. How about you, Creative Peepers? What do you think about the new Xbox?
I'm actually starting to get to a point where I'm starting to figure, like, maybe the consoles are going to get to that point where it's kind of like PC, where you just upgrade parts, and, like, just every 2 years it'll just be, like, a new...
So the Apple thing, where they make you buy something new every year.
Yeah. I actually think it might start getting to that point.
It feels that way.
It's possible, but I'll stand by what I feel is that, like, after 2 years, they'll do one more refresh, and from there, they'll kind of be done doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the 4K thing really caught them by surprise, because think about it. When they started developing PlayStation 4 and Xbox One back before it was released, they had at least started doing that 3 years before they released. So they probably didn't expect 4K TVs to be so prevalent that they are. Because, man, how long did it take fucking 1080p to become, like, very popular?
The norm.
It took, like, 10 years, I swear. 4K is like, I know more people that have 4K TVs nowadays, so
Yeah.
Maybe they waited. They waited for their 720. Like 4K, here we come. I've been waiting to get a TV for the past 10 years. It's time.
I'm still rocking that black and white.
Yeah. So other things they announced, after that they started going into some of their exclusives / time exclusives / console first / if you Google online like the list of what's actually exclusive or not, because they said they would have like 22, but it actually really kind of wasn't, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They showed off the new Forza Motorsports in 4K, which looked great even on my 1080p screen. They showed off the Metro, Assassin's Creed, of course. One thing that was note though was the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds will be launching on Xbox. Doesn't that blow your minds? It's like an early access on PC, but when it comes out, it's going to be launched exclusively on Xbox. That's pretty nuts, isn't it?
Fuck?
Yeah, of course you're still going to play the PC version, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, like, for consoles, it's going to be on Xbox exclusive. That blew my mind. And it actually has, like, a cover art. He had, like, an actual montage of his game. I was like, whoa, this is interesting, seeing how this early access game is on E3 stage.
Hey, he probably got paid a lot of money for that. And they,
To be exclusively on Xbox One, yeah, he probably did get paid to be exclusively on that console. Yeah.
hmm But hey, I ain't knocking him for it. I'm like, yo, go for it.
Yep.
Make your money.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
But yeah, what do you guys think about that? The whole early access game. It before it even releases normally the PC, like it's going to become out exclusive on the consoles for Xbox One. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It shows you the power of just things being spread around the internet. And hell, even Twitch, because that game streamed a lot on Twitch.
you know what another thing is though? It's not the not the game part, but the exclusive part. Let me talk about that for a second, right? Because I was sitting here, and a lot of these games that I'm watching, I'm like, oh, like I'm hearing like, oh, this is exclusively for the Xbox. This is exclusively for the PS4. And then you look at them like a couple of hours later, and they're like, oh, they're coming out for both systems, or they're coming out for all three systems.
That's why you got to pay
You know what I
attention, because
mean?
some of them say like console first, meaning it would be a timed exclusive, and they
Yeah.
say like,
And it's odd to me because I feel like you're trying to hide it. Like if you don't come out openly and say this isn't an exclusive, this is a game that you can get on all the systems. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you should just say it like that. Because then I look at it, and me as a person who's coming in to come buy your stuff, I'm expecting I can only get it over here. But now like, oh wait, I can get it on this system? Now I gotta think about this a lot more. And I didn't want to do this much thinking. I just wanted to come, blow the dust off my Xbox and be like, I can get it for this system.
It's like I can play with these friends if I get for this one. I can play with these friends if I
Yeah.
get for that one.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, that's unfortunately if they can find a way to put the word exclusive in there somewhere, whether it be timed exclusive or first on Xbox console exclusive or first on, that they will do that, and that's what it's a marketing
It's gonna be
strategy.
on the
'Cause people will
Xbox
then
One
think,
first.
because there are some people who are not going to do that research like you did, and they're going to think it's only Xbox, and they'll go buy it for that.
Yeah.
So that's just what we all got to pay attention, unfortunately. And I wish there was a trend like that 2 years ago too, where they didn't really tell you. Now they at least try to not completely bullshit you by putting exclusive. Now they try to say console first or timed exclusive, or they say things like that. So they're doing a little better, but it's still not. You still got to do fucking research, like you said. So it's like annoying, you know.
Plus, it was funny to hear Xbox talk about how they're releasing all of these exclusive games, and all you see are indie developer games coming out.
I know from all those like 22, yeah, out of those 22, they were mostly in that montage of
Yeah,
indie.
indie. And I'm just like, oh, these games are coming out exclusively for the Xbox, and you can only play them here. And you're looking and you're like, these are all indie titles, aren't they? Though?
Yeah,
I
they
feel
had a
Like-
lot in that
like,
montage.
And that's cool. That's cool that there's a big push for indie development, but at the same time, what does that say about your EA or your Bethesda?
That they want to make more money by putting their games on all the consoles. Yes, yes, that's exactly what it means.
I'm just throwing this out there, like Sony or like Microsoft wants to hire me. I'm willing in your trailers to say the real Xbox exclusive.
The last,
I would pay for that.
exactly.
Oh.
The last big thing I feel it was for the
Code
Microsoft.
Vein.
Sure. The last big thing was the backwards compatibility. They announced that now it's coming soon. There will be having backwards compatibility with original Xbox games. All you have to do is pop them in, it'll emulate them and work just fine, and that's pretty fucking cool. And that's going to come towards the end of the year is when they'll start doing the tests for that.
And it
So
won't
that's
be
really
in
cool.
time for your party.
And guess what, guys? System Link, they've confirmed over Twitter that System Link will work. So you'll be able to do System Link still too. So all your old Xbox original games, System Link it up, it'll work. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, the other things that I'm going to mention here are just more things that I cared about. I feel like those were the big ones. I cared a lot about the new Dragon Ball Z fighting game. We're finally getting a legit Dragon Ball Z fighting game.
You know,
No more of that 3D Tenkaichi bullshit. I'm sorry, Sean, former host of the
Xenoverse.
show.
You know
That's
what?
not a fighting game. That's an MMO.
You know what? I didn't know how I felt about that because I was like, part of me was like, looks really good, and the other part of me was like, but it's a Dragon Ball Z game, and I was like, this is really good.
Come on, man.
but I know-
Budokai 1 and 2 and 3 were the best ones.
They were, and I'm sitting here looking at this, and I'm just like, I
When
don't
they
know.
made that Tenkaichi, yeah, it was more it made more sense in the world, but I didn't like it. I want my 2D actual like Street Fighter type 2D fighting game for Dragon Ball Z, and I'm so happy.
But
I'm gonna get that
Budokai broke
shit.
my controllers. Spin the analog sticks.
Yeah, Budokai 2 was dumb with the spitting. I preferred the button combinations of the mashing. Fuck the
Yeah.
spitting of that. That was
The
dumb.
spinning was dumb. Even I did spinning.
Last things I thought were cool, or State Decay 2 was cool. Super Lucky Tale I thought was interesting because it was a VR game that now just got turned into a normal game to go on Xbox. So I thought that was of note.
You mean Sonic ripoff?
And then let's see. Then they showed the extended gameplay for Anthem, which was cool. The new Life is Strange pre-game prequel will be cool. Crackdown 3 looks okay, and then Ori and the Will of the Wisps is looks fucking beautiful.
It was
It's
really hard to
exciting.
get that piano player.
So overall, I feel that Microsoft came out swinging. They showed some good shit. They got a new system. They showed lots of great titles that show off their game and everything like that. They even had some
Fucking
exclusives
stunning.
in there. Forza looks
Fire.
great.
No, not yet.
So yeah, that's what I felt
No.
about. So how'd you guys
Oh,
feel
hey.
overall about the conferences? About the Microsoft conference, I should
I was
say.
gonna say about all the conferences.
About the- Any
You go
noted
first.
things from
You
you
go
guys
first,
or anything
Pat.
like that?
Not really. I didn't care much for the Xbox one. It's like Assassin's Creed, I don't care for, so it's like I didn't bother dealing with that bullshit.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed game just looks like they took the best parts of Watch Dogs and and a little bit of The Witcher, and because it's a lot more actiony now. Like, yeah, that was in the other games, but before that, you were supposed to be an assassin that sneaks around. Now you're like fucking this guy, arrowing every fucking guy, going in the bushes, grabbing people, bringing them into the bushes and killing them. A little bit of Metal Gear Solid 5 in there too, I thought.
Hitman.
Especially with the way that the light indicator comes up to show you that someone saw you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, they were going. That's a little bit of a change for me.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cuphead. How did I forget about Cuphead? We have a release date for fucking Cuphead now.
I don't-
September 29th, baby.
Yeah, I'm not really excited for Cuphead. I
What?
like-
That game, it's a hand-drawn game in an old animation style. It's so beautiful. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
You
That's
know what I
not cool
told
to
my
you?
friend when I saw it? I was like, if I wanted to watch Tom and Jerry, I'd watch Tom and Jerry.
Damn, man. All right, that's
Yo.
fine. I understand if you don't want.
That's old school Mickey Mouse shit.
That was, and I couldn't place the era of what I was thinking of it.
Fritz the
So I
cat.
said Tom and Jerry because it was the closest one I could think of.
Yeah. Hey, man, if
I
you don't
thought-
like it, I understand it.
I thought the Microsoft one was pretty like, all right, I have a reason to keep my Xbox to blow the dust off it. I'm a big JRPG fan, so I was really feeling Code Vein when I saw it. I was like, oh, thank you for giving me something I would really like to play. And Crackdown 3. To be honest with you, I've never had a bad experience with Crackdown. Every time whenever I played Crackdown 1 or Crackdown 2, I played the fuck out of it. I blew up stuff. I drove around and blew up stuff. Like, I just had a great time in it.
Gotta
So-
have fun shooting out them tires.
Mhm. So when I was playing when I saw Crackdown 3, I was like, oh, well, I am totally 100% down for this. And then Anthem. Like, I didn't see a lot of the EA. So when Anthem caught me off by surprise, I actually had to watch the EA conference after. But I was like, oh, this is really...
Yeah,
it's
they just
really
had a
interesting.
trailer though. Like the Microsoft one, they actually had gameplay,
Yeah, they had
which
the
was
gameplay
nice.
and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's what really
Real
caught me
nice.
by surprise. Because again, I'm more of like, show me what your gameplay looks like.
Show
Because-
me what you got.
Show me what you got, because I need to have a little bit of hope that this game won't get deleted. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna front. Even some of the indie games that Microsoft did show in their little montage looked really interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, alright? Cuphead did look interesting. I'm just not like 100% interested in it. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. If
I'm
you're
not gonna
No,
front.
that's okay, dog.
I'm not gonna front.
I'm interested in it because I'm so impressed that they decided to hand draw the whole game. That's why I'm super interested in the game.
But other than that, it was a good reason that I had my Xbox. I don't keep my hopes up too high though, because I hope my games come out the way I saw them. This is my wish list, I don't want another Aliens or Watch Dogs. Who said that?
Or Scalebound.
I was just
What's
gonna say,
Scalebound?
It's like I would have probably enjoyed the C3 a little more if there was a little bit more. Info
I was
on
hoping
Scalebound.
they were gonna pull a fast one. I was like, so, and by the way, we actually did cancel Scale. Here's the trailer.
It's
I
coming
was
out
like
tomorrow.
so hoping.
You know what? It's cool. It's cool.
It's like the one game I was looking forward to for the Xbox, and then I cancel it.
Yeah. There's probably why I like Sony's a lot more. But let's go on to the conference. Bethesda.
Oh, so that's it for that you guys had for Microsoft.
Yeah.
Oh, and backwards compatibility. I really hope if they put it in the Xbox Pass, I would use the Xbox Pass. Which is really funny because we come hot off the heels of last week when we talked about backwards compatibility and how that's Sony.
Oh, you're thinking they should add more original titles for you to download to add from the past? Okay. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I think they should.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
Well, no, because they said they were gonna make some. They were gonna update the graphics for some of these games that they were gonna re-release for the Xbox. So I feel that if you're gonna do that, you might as well just take the time to put them in your Xbox Pass and make your Xbox Pass.
Well, yeah, because
more
they did
lively.
Phantom
Yeah.
Dust. Yeah, because they did Phantom Dust, that remake and everything.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying that. Just because I'm like, well, if you want to update the graphics, then yeah.
Yeah.
But I think backwards compatibility is always a good thing. It's never a bad thing to give your consumer more. Unless you give them, like, some crazy stuff.
All right,
Don't give
so
your
then,
consumer AIDS.
Bethesda.
Bethesda. I didn't watch Bethesda. I was
Fallout 4 VR.
Skyrim VR.
Actually, they did not show Skyrim VR at the Bethesda. They showed that in the Sony.
Oh, damn it.
So that's kind of funny how they didn't want to show that in their own thing. I don't know. Maybe
Let's shoot ourselves in the foot.
It's really odd how that all like works out. Like they don't show you a certain game during theirs, but they'll show it during someone else's. Maybe it's because they had a deal. Like, oh, we want to make our game look really popular, guys.
Ubisoft's like the Nintendo. Yo, we got shit. Let's show the Mushroom Kingdom and Rabbids.
Yeah. So overall, that pretty much everything that we already knew about, like, Fallout VR was technically new, but no one was thought that was out of the blue. The only thing that was really new is the Wolfenstein 2 and the Creation Club, which got a lot of people talking. So what do you guys think about that whole Creation Club thing, man?
Meh.
Me.
I don't know what it is, so don't mind me.
Oh,
I told you I didn't.
okay, so pretty
I
much
didn't
it
get
is
a chance to see it. I was
so
work.
instead of making mods for the game, you can join the Creation Club and create things that you can sell. That's
Didn't
the
we
thing.
talk about that a couple of weeks ago?
You're thinking like a year or two ago. This is very similar to when they tried to sell mods. Now, instead of selling you mods, what they're doing is they're saying you got to become part of the Creation Club, and then you create things that you'll be sponsored for to create DLC for the game. So they're outsourcing DLC to be made by the fans, pretty much. But they're still supporting mods. So if you want to make a mod for free and to give it out free, they're still allowing you to do that. But now you have an option to join the Creation Club to create DLC for the game. Now, some of the things they came out after the fact is you cannot take a mod and just bring it on here. It's got to be something created completely new. They don't want all the mod people just coming on selling their shit. So that doesn't happen. And then they don't have to worry about. Also, they will be curated, so you can't put copyrighted material. Because, some mods are like, let's add Thomas the Train Engine into the shit, so they're not going to allow that. So that is the new thing. This has made some people talk quite a bit. And yes, it will be on for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. This isn't just something for the PC.
I am 100% down for that because you know what? They need to do what Steam Greenlight couldn't do and make sure that people don't post up trash. Because people will post up trash for that quick buck. So I really hope that they're really not tough, but I hope they find that middle ground between judging on what can come into there and what can't. I think it's a great idea, to be honest. I mean, like, hey, come in, you can work, you can come and get some money. I mean, like, that's literally a free way to get other people to come.
I know, that's
work
what they were like, Steam lets people create items for some of their games and they make all the money. So why don't we just let people make the DLC? It's genius. It's like, man, outsource your DLC making, outsource your item making.
I'm down for that. Like, if you got the time and you're not making no money, but you like to make mods, this is perfect for you.
They can't make money.
No.
Yeah.
I'd say go for it. Because you know what? The more positive this Creation Club gets, the more it'll probably branch off into other companies. Because everyone's going to try to copy something that's good.
Yep, get Creation Club for that Assassin's Creed. I'll make my own Scorpion King DLC.
Okay, there you go.
With the rock.
So the only last thing I'd say about Bethesda, because it wasn't really one that I was super interested in. Like, I just thought it was funny the way they were trying to indoctrinate you into the Bethesda land with the way they were showing those animations and stuff. I was like, oh, that's funny. So that's everything I had. Anything else in particular you guys liked about from Bethesda that you want to talk about? There were other things, like they had the DLC for Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind, Evil Within 2 stuff.
They're all like, yeah.
But nothing I was super interested
7
in.
million player base for Elder Scrolls Online. So if only the game was actually.
Wait, they don't have 10 million player base.
Yeah, they hit a milestone.
All right. I'll believe them. I'll trust them on that. That's something that's very hard for me to. Okay, I'll give the Elder Scrolls name a little credit. Maybe they did get 10 million. That seems very weird to me. I feel like that was like a dying, dead game.
Yeah,
But if
Like-
they say they've got 10 million people and it's still growing, all right, I gotta believe them, I guess.
I just really hated how I'm like still to this day getting emails. It's like, get the exclusive mounts. Come on, buy our in-game currency and buy the new mount. Like, will you just stop? I don't even play your game anymore. Leave me alone.
And I don't want to. On to the next.
All right, then we had Ubisoft. The big thing that they started off with was the new Mario Plus
No.
How do you
we
say
got
it, Pat?
PC.
Rabbids.
Rabbids. Is it Wabbits?
Rabbids.
Rabbids?
Totally skip PC
it's
gaming,
Wabbit
but okay.
season.
Skip PC. Oh, that's just like trickle. That's
Yeah,
just like
I
trick.
know.
That they didn't have their own press conference. That's just like PC stuff.
But it's like Warhammer. All right,
We can talk about it after. Don't worry. Let's get
no,
the main
it's-
conference done.
it's cool.
Warhammer
It's
Total
cool.
War 2.
So so
not.
this is an amazing looking fucking game. It's Mario with a gun because they had Shigeru Miyamoto come out with his little blaster thing that I thought was a Mega Buster. Comes on stage and they show off the game and it's XCOM. It's fucking XCOM. You like worlds where you have a grid base. You have to strategize with the way you have Mario jump over different grids and then aim with his gun to kill the rabbits.
Turn-based strategy.
God damn, I'm calling them rabbits. I don't fucking care if I'm wrong. It's
You
easier.
can call them whatever you want to call them.
So this game looks fucking sweet. I can't believe it. This is the first time it's like a new Mario game that's actually different from other Mario games. So that's really cool.
Seeing how Rabbids are part of the like Rayman universe, I wonder if Rayman will show up.
You know what though? I wonder if I feel like Nintendo's gonna do more of that, where they like use their characters and like other stuff.
Yeah,
like
they
that, like what
announced
they're
that like
doing
they
now.
announced that last
Oh.
E3 that they'd be doing the more of that.
Yeah, because I mean, like look at your Dynasty Warriors. You just had Hyrule Warriors. You're about to get a Fire Emblem Warriors.
They made the mobile games,
Mm-hmm.
that Mario Land thing.
Mario
Well,
Run.
Hey, more isn't bad unless you know.
So the game looks really fucking cool. Actually, I was very pleasantly surprised when I
Yeah.
saw it leak up a little bit before E3. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no, don't team up with these things, don't. But I'm like, an XCOM game? Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
I'm down.
I'm excited for it.
I'm
Another
down.
title for the Switch that I can get.
Yep. And then they went on to talk about other things. You know, they showed more Assassin's Creed with the trailer. They showed The Crew 2, which is interesting because The Crew 2 was like, they went really heavy on like, look at all the sweet vehicles you could do, like planes and cars and motorcycles, stuff like that. And there was a one shot. There was one shot. So you can quote Total Biscuit here. There were horses that were running by. Will I be able to get horses? Will I be that every horses are motorsports, right? Totally.
Totally.
That's why they don't call it horsepower for nothing. No, but seriously, yeah, it looks cool. Like having aerial motors. God damn it. Having planes in there now as an option is really cool. The idea that they'll have a whole bigger map that interconnects will be really sweet. How you can seamlessly transform and connect with other people. I think it's really cool, man. I think if you're into, I feel like if you're into like driving and motorsports games, there's going to be a lot of good choices coming up. Because like Forza looks good, The Crew 2 looks good, Need for Speed looks good, man. If you're into
Mario
cars,
Kart's all the racing I need.
Mario Kart's all the racing you need.
Ubisoft's dead to me.
Ubisoft said to you. And then they showed off a surprise thing here that maybe is not a surprise: Skull and Bones. So what they do, Crazy Peepers, with this?
Oh, it's like everyone that played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Did you like the whole extra thing of being a pirate and like shooting your cannons and bringing down ships? And
I
everything?
loved it, Crazy Peepers.
Well, guess what?
What?
We took that whole thing and just made it into a whole new game.
Yeah, I know they took that whole thing. Dude, it looks good. It's all the best parts from Black Flag, and you can team up with 5 people and have a fleet. The speeder, the rammer, the one that just shoots all the cannons. It's really cool.
It's like, I want to be the guy. No, you get to be the scout. Go fucking die. I want to be the big heavy ship that can actually take hits.
I know there'll be some fights over that for sure, and it's really cool that we're seeing a lot of pirate games pop up all of a sudden. We got the Skull and Bones, and we got the one that's coming out from Rare for Xbox and stuff. So that's cool.
The one thing that threw me off, though, in the little gameplay they had for the Skull and Bones, where the one ship sacrificed himself for the other, it's like, these are fucking pirates. Why would he sacrifice himself? He would want to steal the gold himself.
Got to stick to the code, man.
Stick to the code.
By the way, they've got to do a Pirates of Caribbean like pack or DLC or something. I want to be like the Black Pearl. I want to fucking have a lot of cool ships, or Blackbeard or something. I want famous pirates and shit. That'd be fun. They can do it. They're Ubisoft. So that was a cool surprise. And then we saw some more South Park Fractured But Whole. They actually put a release date on it.
Did it get changed again?
Nope, it's October. They said it would be October. Now they have official date, October 17th. Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
I still think it's going to get pushed again.
Hopefully it doesn't.
I hope it doesn't for y'all.
And then they did the whole Just Dance thing they do every year where they have people come on and dance. I'm like, come on, guys, why are we wasting time with this still?
Just dance.
And they actually had a...
You should
Is that
buy
what that
our
was
game.
Yeah.
I want to watch that.
And then they danced, and then they had like a, I assume, famous singer come out, and she sings her song, and then suddenly, right when she says, "Get Just Dance 2018 and listen, bye," and she walks away. I'm like, wow, that's the most phoned in, just say the line and walk to the left I've ever seen. So that was hilarious.
She got paid. She don't need to stay.
She did. And then they showed some Steep stuff, the new expansion, Road to the Olympics and things like that. A new South Park game for the phone. It's a card collectible game.
Ooh.
So that's going to be making some money. Far Cry 5 they showed. Then they showed the Assassin's Creed.
Ooh.
They showed Far Cry 5. They showed the Assassin's Creed Origin Collection thing. And the big thing, oh my God, the big thing. They actually showed Beyond Good and Evil 2. It was just a trailer. It was only a trailer.
A trailer with a lot of cussing.
Of a lot of cussing indeed. So yeah, that's actually still a game. And it is going to come out apparently. Now they told us this before. This is what happened last time they gave us a trailer. And then it was 7 years later. But I don't know. So I'm hoping it's actually real. Again, it's just a trailer. But I'm hoping it's real, and we'll see more. And it's also a prequel. It's not an actual sequel. It's like, here's before Jade is born. I'm like, come on. So it's like a prequel. I'm like, but it's not because they're calling it 2. So I'm not really 100%.
I thought she
It
was
takes
in the
place.
trailer.
No, it takes place before Jade is born. They said that right in the thing. And then that character's something with a D word. What's her name? Let's see if it's in this article here. It's like a D name. What is it? Ubisoft months of the cinematic trailer. So a cinematic trailer full of swearing monkeys and mafia pig lords. What do you think about the swearing monkey?
I was just like, wow, this is a lot of cussing. It's like,
How much cussing?
It's like I hope there was like a little disclaimer before this came out.
Yep. Okay, here it is. The line here. The game is actually a prequel to Beyond Good and Evil, and so the main character will not be Jade. Ansel invites players to sign up for the space. Oh no, that's the name of the. You could sign up for the Space Monkey program to get. Yeah, they were talking about the Space Monkey program. You could sign up to get like early access and all that jazz, and like get like trailers and stuff, and get notified when you can try it out.
If this is a prequel, why are they calling it Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Maybe because at this point they waited so long, they've changed what they wanted to originally do. So it just makes sense to keep the naming the same, because then people will be like, "Oh, Beyond Good and Evil is never going to come out." So yeah,
I just call it Good and Evil. Then the first one makes sense.
oh, make
Beyond.
everyone mad. People want Beyond Good and Evil too, man. They've been waiting so long.
Mm-hmm.
We've been waiting forever for swearing monkeys.
Exactly. So yeah, that was pretty much Ubisoft in a nutshell. What I will say is Ubisoft show was, when they did bring people out to talk, they were very passionate about what they were talking about, and they seemed to definitely care. And I love their CEO, man. His accent is like, he's like that Vigo guy, the guy from Ghostbusters 2. The guy's like, he is Vigo. He
Use
was, like,
for
so
honor. We take all your money and give you shitty server.
And by the way,
Your internet connection is like the buzzing of flies.
and one more thing, they did not talk about For Honor at all. Like when they spent like 20 to 30 minutes last year on For Honor, and this year not even like an expansion or nothing. Fucking Steep is getting an expansion before fucking For Honor, so that shows you how much they want to walk away from that trash pile. Yeah,
Which
so-
upsets me because it's like I really was excited for Honor, and like it just
It's so good though.
The gameplay is good. It's everything else that made it shitty, like the way the certain modes favor the better equipment, where the networking was bad. But yeah, so that overall that was Ubisoft. I don't know. So what were some noted things that you guys cared about from Ubisoft?
really like I think it's Ubisoft. Like Arthur said, they're kind of like dead to me right now.
Uplay is amazing. Don't question Uplay. It's obviously the
Get
best.
the fuck out of here.
They are dead to me.
They
That's
are
all.
the deads to me.
Can we go on to the next one?
Not even swearing monkeys could save Ubisoft.
Alrighty.
Not even that.
Sony's press conference.
Woohoo!
Yes.
So they started off pretty strong. They showed some new Horizon Zero Dawn, Frozen Wild stuff. So that's cool. So it's a big DLC pack coming. So that's cool.
Yep. I'm excited.
You know what? I still have yet to play Event Horizon or Horizon.
You know what?
Zero
It's very similar to Legend of Zelda, but it's also extremely different.
Dawn. It is, and you know what? Like from what I played so far, I really enjoyed it. But It's cool. That was not what had my that was not what had my blood pumping though. Not even the next game. Because I was sitting there and I'm watching it and I'm like, man, this looks like Monster Hunter. This is Monster Hunter.
Dude, when I was sitting there, I had the same thing. I was like, God damn, this seems like Monster Hunter, but it looks too good. They wouldn't make a game for play. Then suddenly I saw the great start. I'm like, this is fucking Monster Hunter. And I remember when I was watching, because I watched like the restreams where people commentate over it. They were like, they were sitting there like, no, this isn't the Total Biscuit one. This is like the different one. They were like, God damn, what game is this? This game, I have no idea. It's a brand new game. I'm like, God damn it, it's Monster Hunter, you motherfuckers. And then they realized it was Monster Hunter. So yeah, brand new fucking Monster Hunter game coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and fucking
PC.
PC.
At
I'm
a
like,
later date.
at a later date.
It's not exclusive.
This came out of left field. I really thought that if they were going to do something like this, it would be for Nintendo Switch only.
Yep.
It's funny how Nintendo's Switch is getting a shitty just double X on it, but now Sony and Xbox is getting a full brand new Monster Hunter. What looks fucking good. The graphics.
It does look good. It looks amazing. I was like, man, I've seen Monster Hunter before.
Hey, it
This
never
looks
looked
really-
this good.
It ain't never
Oh
looked
man,
this
it was
good.
getting
Like-
rough for a while
like
on
you
those
know-
portables.
Like your game was looking really good when no one recognized what the fuck it was.
Yeah, man.
If your first thought was, what is this game? Don't worry. Everyone else was thinking the same thing too.
Yeah, man. It's like, oh, I never thought they'd do this a million years. It's so nice
didn't
because
think
the
they would
3DS
either.
was looking a little rough still.
Because the last thing we heard about any Monster Hunter was literally for the Switch. And that's what, so on my mind, I was thinking, oh, Nintendo's going to show something for Monster Hunter. Nintendo's going to show something for Monster Hunter. And they're like, Monster Hunter for the PS4. Like, what?
I know,
Brother,
pretty
did you
cool.
see that? I got to call some people up. Yo, man, they just released Monster Hunter.
Are you fucking with me? You gotta be fucking.
No, and I
you're not
messaged
fucking
him.
with me.
I messaged him too while I was watching it because I didn't believe it. And I was like, I think I've seen Monster Hunter. And then they're like, dude, they're surely showing Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and what I like about this is they're bringing a lot of elements of like other games to it. It's like I remember Crazy Beaver was mentioning in the pre-show they're making more Western influences in it. Like I saw a little bit of Witcher in there. Now that the zones are going to be pretty much open world. It's not a open world, but the zones no longer have to load between them. That's really cool. Environmental traps for the monsters is really sweet. And it looks like you still got some of like your aerial moves and be able to go underwater. They're bringing that back. Everything is just looking good, man. Shaping up. Obviously, I think we're going to lose some things in the process. Like I think me and Chris Peters were talking about in the pre-show. We were like, well, probably you're not going to get every weapon.
Yeah.
Because they got to start kind of. This is clearly starting from fresh. This isn't piling upon something they already had.
I don't believe all the weapons they have now are going to be coming. So far, from what I've seen on like pretty much the arts, is great sword, hammer, lance, bow, and bowgun. I haven't seen any other weapons. So if you're a hunting horn user or like a gun lance user,
Give it time.
like,
Maybe they will though. Maybe they'll surprise us. We'll see. They've got
Give it
some. This
time.
isn't coming out to 2018, so
yeah.
they didn't even say if it could be the end of 2018 too. So they have some time still. The next one they showed us they showed fucking a remaster of Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, get the fuck up out of here.
I'm very surprised like why they would do this. Like they
Yo.
already had an HD remake for the PlayStation 3.
Yo, me and my friend were again, like I was watching all the conferences that I wanted to watch. I was watching with my friends, and we're over here time. We're just like, dude, is that Shadow of the Colossus?
That looks like
And
the
then
bridge
they
from
started
Shadow of the
walking,
Colossus.
And I was like, that's the original Shadow of the Colossus. Holy shit! Like literally, Sony had me at the beginning of their conference going, these are like a lot of good games, yo. Like what are they doing? Oh, and actually, we skipped over a game because the first one they did was the Uncharted game. I wasn't interested in that, so I didn't say nothing. But I just
oh
wanted to
yeah,
let you know-
the Uncharted
Yeah.
standalone DLC's coming out. They start off with like sitars and shit.
Yeah, but no one cares about that. Cause Shadows of the Colossus, yo.
Yeah. So when we pull this though, does it look worse to you? Does that make
Oh.
any sense? Like I feel that by making it look better, the art style was lost a little bit. Does that make any sense? I think
can
it doesn't
see-
look as good as the PlayStation 3 HD thing.
I
If that makes any
I
sense.
see where you're coming from, but I never played the PlayStation 3 HD. I
Mhm.
played
The
when it first
PlayStation
came
2,
out. Yeah, I
yeah.
played it when it first came out on PS2.
So yeah, this looks
So-
super good then.
So like to me, yeah, it looks like super good. I would have to see them side by side for me to be like, yeah, it looks a little
Yeah, something
different.
about it just off-putting to me. I don't
Uh-huh.
know. Maybe I'm so used to seeing it the way it was before.
Yeah,
That
I'll watch
could
it
be.
later. I might watch like some YouTube videos of it later.
Then after that, they showed some Call of Duty.
No one cares.
Because now Sony has that Call of Duty and Destiny exclusive shit all the time now. Remember when the Xbox had all that? Like, they always had the Call of Duty exclusive shit. Now they're like, ah, fuck it. Now Sony gets it. And then they showed a surprising thing that was not shown at the Bethesda thing. They showed fucking Skyrim VR. So that actually sounds really cool. God damn it. I think we'll be rebuying Skyrim for the next 10 years.
I can yell Fusroda and actually feel like I'm yelling it.
Actually, that'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah, because they did their VR games. They had a list of them, right?
Yeah, then they started showing off a bunch of VR games.
Team,
Lot
their
of
Final
VR.
Fantasy
Star
fishing
Child.
game,
Star Child.
their Final Fantasy fishing game.
Yeah, I don't know why they do it.
I was dying so hard. I was like, oh, it's another Final Fantasy.
Why would
Fishing?
Why would Square Enix make that? Or Square, sorry, whatever the fuck they're called now.
Because people want it's money.
Because Big
I-
Bass
you know
Pro
what?
Fishing is gone. So
Listen.
someone's got to make the fishing games.
Yo, I swear to God, if this game fucking does phenomenal, all right, I'm not even gonna do anything.
Don't get me wrong, I think that fishing makes sense for VR. It's just weird, that I didn't expect it to. I just didn't expect it. I think that's mostly what it was.
Mhm.
Yeah, fishing does make sense. That's why we like that one game where it's like fishing, but you shoot the fish with guns.
And they got that Bravo Team squad-based tactical shooter thing, and then they have another game called Moss or something.
Yep.
So they're supporting VR, which is good. They got stuff that's coming out this year for VR, stuff in the
Man,
future.
that's more support than I've seen for the Vita, yo.
Dude, they didn't say Vita once. No mention of Vita.
No Vita 2.
No Vita 2, no Vita games, no nothing, man. That's sad. So I think we can officially say that Vita's been fully left behind.
Vita's been cremated.
Let me ask you all a question. How do you feel when like a company makes a system, but then just drops it off? Like, no, doesn't support it no more, even if it's
It makes me
doing,
sad, but
yeah, even
I
if it's
understand why they're doing
bad.
it. I understand why they're doing it.
Like, do you feel that it would probably do better if they tried?
No,
But
I think they've already tried and have just failed.
Yeah. They'll just leave
Don't get me
for
wrong,
the
it was pretty successful in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because more people bought Vitas in Japan than PlayStation 4s, but in America, more PlayStation 4s are bought than Vitas. So it's like,
No.
it's an interesting thing. And then after that, some more God of War.
You mean some more God of War? We saw God of War, son.
Yeah, we got
What
to
you
see
mean?
the Nidhogg. We saw him actually some of the fighting combos, some story behind the kid and stuff, how it's actually his kid and he's got to do it right and blah, 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 blah.
And blah 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 blah. I liked how the Nidhogg threw the axe back at him. Like he threw that axe out, and at the end of the day, I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, this
Take it
is like,
back.
I'm here to help you. Dad of War. Dad of War.
I would really like them to explain how like did he jump to another world or something? Because last time I checked, he destroyed everything, right?
He destroyed
Like-
everything in Greek mythology. I'm guessing he left the lands and then he came here to, I don't know,
Have
not
a
be
son?
work on his anger issues, maybe be a dad with his son. Yeah, so I think we'll find out more at the
Yeah.
beginning of the game.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
I'm
God
looking
of-
forward to it.
I'm pretty sure the God of War is got the DMX thing going on where he's got multiple children like all over. And he's like, I can't pay this child support. I gotta get out of Greece.
We go hit it up with those Norse mythology gods. Yeah. Then after that, we saw some actual more
Detroit.
Oh yeah, more in Detroit. 'Cause
Yeah.
remember the one last year? They just showed the android talking down the other guy.
Mhm.
And that was cool. This year we saw more of what the game's gonna be like. Yeah, it's gonna be David Cagey. You got your high story. You gotta have your multiple decisions and what's your decision to reflect. So this is obviously gonna be an extremely heavy story-based game.
Mhm.
Yes.
It looks It looks really good, but I'm really weary of games like this.
Did you like Beyond? That is the question. Did you ever heard of Beyond or play it? Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain I did play.
So
I
it's
didn't
gonna be
play
more
Beyond.
of that.
That's
There's
why I'm
obviously
weary
gonna
that-
be no actual gameplay. The most we saw there was like,
What do you want to do?
what do you want to do? And they give you like 10 seconds to decide.
Yeah, because sometimes.
I choose nothing.
And, I think this time around I'm gonna check it out because I'm more interested in the story this time around. I like the idea. I always was interested in like, what if androids had, life?
Self-awareness.
Yeah.
My friend talks to me about Westworld a lot. He tells me I need to watch it.
And then after Detroit, we got some Destiny 2,
No one cares about that.
which they then showed off a bunch of shit ton of exclusive stuff for Sony.
Hey.
Eh.
And then they finished up with some Spider-Man gameplay, which Spider-Man looks great.
Mean
Eh.
Spider-Man Arkham.
Yeah, it's definitely got that new fighting style, much faster, obviously, because it's Spider-Man.
I'm actually really fine with the way the Spider-Man game looks. I'm fine with the quick time events and stuff.
You know what? Here's the thing, because we haven't. I'm trying to find out. Like, I would try to do a little research after, but it only just happened yesterday. I think we now will get more after today because people are going to do interviews at E3. But to my knowledge, it's still going to be an open world game, and that's probably just a story mission.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll still be less of that stuff. I think just when it comes to storyline, we're going to see a lot of quick time events, like you said. And they're probably going to be like these quick time events where you can fuck up. As long as you remotely got it, it will continue. I don't think it's going to be like a fail state per se.
Hope not.
Sometimes.
Probably like one or two.
It's like a building's falling and...
Do you guys like his suit? I don't like the way his suit looks.
Who?
Spider-Man suit. I don't like his
The big
feet.
white spider?
I'm fine with like it's his feet. I just don't like his feet.
I don't
I
like the
didn't
big
mind
white
it, to be
logo.
honest with you. I thought it was really, like, compared to what I normally see, I thought it was really interesting to see it that way.
I'll say this: I am glad that it is different because it's nice to have things different, even if I don't necessarily like half of the suit.
Yeah.
That
You
is-
know what? Like, I feel like if you're going to bring in a new Spider-Man, I feel like it's really interesting I feel like, not interesting, but I feel like you're better off bringing in a new suit. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to start new, just start new. Bring in some new stuff, some new flair, some flash. I'm fine with that. It's been a long time since we've seen a Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
And when was the last time we saw a Spider-Man game?
a little while.
Xbox?
What was it?
PS2?
Spider-Man,
Xbox PS2 era?
Shattered Dimensions or Noir?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
Shadow of Dimensions or something.
But I
like that.
never played those ones.
And so overall, Sony's press conference was quick, straight to the point. The only thing that was weird is that when in terms of their production, man, they like to cut away a lot to show that big ass crowd. And they had people like hanging they had like aerial artists.
I saw that, and I
hanging.
was like,
We have
What?
dead guys hanging from the games. Let's have aerial artists hanging in real life. That'll totally be cool.
What
that-
the fuck?
and I was like, huh. Like, I wasn't sure if I saw what I saw, so I had to rewind it again. And I was like, oh, I really did see this.
No, we bought advertisement for that. I quit production.
Yeah, that's what it was. We did all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had some friends.
So my noted cool things I liked from Sony. Yeah, I liked the fucking. Oh Jesus, sorry. What am I thinking about? Oh, the Spider-Man was one of my favorites because I'm due for a new Spider-Man game. Monster Hunter, of fucking course. And then after that, I didn't really care about anything else. This mostly was a Monster Hunter and Spider-Man thing for me. Because, like, Monster Hunter was, like, so
It was just
happy.
out
It's
of
not even a
nowhere.
Sony exclusive. That's the thing. It's just going to be on everything. But it's cool that Sony had it because that's, like, where it originated on the PS2. Playing with that network card in my room in the corner, playing on the phone when we were all on the phone doing a conference call.
Conference call Eric. And then
Remember when
conference
we-
call Taylor.
Remember when I actually got a cell phone, I was like, I had to make sure it had two-way calling so we could call someone, and then that person would use their two-way calling to call another person. That's how we could get like 4 people on the phone. That's how we used to do it back in the day, man. To play some Monster Hunter 2.
We ain't got time to type. Yo, let's join this quest. It's like we gotta talk over the phone.
Yeah. It was good times, man. So those are my highlights. What were your highlights, guys? Or what did you care most about and all that jazz?
God of War, Monster Hunter. I'm looking forward to all of it.
I mostly just want to read a wiki about God of War. I'm kind of not interested in it. I don't know. Maybe it'll be changed up enough to where I'd be interested again. We'll see.
God of War looked really interesting. Again, I feel the same way as you. I'll look at it. I mean, just glance at it. But like, if there was anything, I would like 100% pick up. Even Spider-Man was one of those games. Like, it looked really good, but that's not the type of game I really like. Maybe that's why I haven't bought a Spider-Man game in forever. But I feel like the games that really had me was just like Monster Hunter and Shadows of the Colossus. Those were the two games that literally grabbed me by my balls and was just like, come here. And I was like, okay. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, then
Because
let's,
I didn't mind, like, they had a good showing. They had good games that they showed out, and I was really like, oh, I'm down for that. But, except for Destiny. Because, not a lot of my friends have a PlayStation. But that's beside the point, right?
Babyface Kratos finally grew some hair on his balls.
I know, right? Like, think about that, though. Like, he's been running around killing gods for, like, 3 games, and now, 1 game later, he comes out with the full
4
beard.
games
Full beard.
and the PSP games. There's been a
Oh,
lot of God of
yeah.
War games. So there's 4 games, and then there's all the PSP games.
This pussy tickler grew, yo.
Indeed. All right, then. Well, then let's move on to Nintendo, and then after that, we'll just do the miscellaneous stuff. So Nintendo was actually pretty quick, too. They had their 25, 30-minute spotlight, they called it. It wasn't like a direct naming.
Mm-hmm.
So they had their Xenoblade Chronicles 2, a new Kirby game. Kirby for Switch. That was cool. They showed off more of the Pokken Tournament, DX and stuff. And then this is what I missed, apparently. So what is Metroid Prime 4? Is it just, they just showed a logo? That's
They
it?
just showed a 4.
Yeah, they're
And
just
it's like in development.
in development sometime next year.
So they don't know how to make a new version of that yet
It's
either.
exclusive.
Even though they created,
coming
they
out.
don't know how to make a modern
It's
one of
coming
that.
out. It's coming out, and that's a great wish for people, I guess.
And then Crazy Heaper's favorite game obviously will be Yoshi.
Better than that Yoshi Yarn shit.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Hey man, Yoshi's Woolly World was good. I disagree with you heavily.
Woolly World was really good.
I don't know. I was just talking shit. Don't mind.
No, it's okay if you don't like it. I'm just saying.
No, I've
I
never
liked
played
it.
it. So
I like my Woolly Yoshi
I
amiibo.
really was just talking shit.
And then I missed this one too, apparently.
Yes, they should have.
That would be
should've
funny.
announced that, Godzilla.
I missed this one apparently too. There's a fucking Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yep.
How did I miss so much? I watched that and I missed so much. I guess I wasn't really paying
What are you
attention.
talking about? We saw this when they did the Nintendo Switch Direct.
Yeah, when they first
They
started,
did?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I guess I'm just an asshole and purposely ignoring things. I
Yeah,
don't
they've
know.
been talking about Fire Emblem Warriors for a minute. That was like one of the next games I was planning on getting. But it's like I told my brother, I got to see more characters.
Yeah, I
Like,
want more characters. Where the
Is this
fuck
where you
is
want?
my
Is this?
Ike?
Yeah, but this is what you were complaining about Ike for? Okay.
No, like, because, like, you know, like in Hyrule Warriors, they gave you, like, what, how many characters? Like 12, 15? Something like that?
Like they had multiple characters, but then it's like their thing was there were different weapons, so it was like kind of a new character for that.
No.
So
Because
you get Link with the ball and chain. It's like, oh.
No. I really hope that they put in, like, you don't have to give me all my favorite characters, but I at least want, like, a few of my favorite characters.
Like I don't want just main characters. I also want some side characters to show up.
Amen, yo.
Like,
What about Roy?
Bring my boy Roy
yeah, I
back.
want Roy. I want Hector. And
I
then,
only
like,
know
give
them
me-
if they're in like
Where's
Smash
Elwood?
Bros.
Give me the creepy sister Camilla, yo. I'll take her.
I only know them if they were in Smash Bros. That's the only reason I knew who Roy was.
Where's my freaking Wyvern Riders? What's going on with that?
Yeah, Minerva.
Yeah, with those things you guys talk about that I have no idea
okay.
about.
The
He
Falco Knights.
Can you tell I don't
Wow.
play Fire? What is it called? Fire Emblem? Yeah, Fire Emblem. All right, you can tell. I know about it for years, but well. Then they showed an expansion pack for Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They showed 2, one for this year, one for the next. They showed a bunch of amiibos, obviously.
Yay, amiibo.
More amiibos, and then they showed more of the new Mario game and then also more amiibos. And then they finished up. They didn't finish up, but then they showed Rocket League will be coming to Switch.
Yeah.
And then they finished up with the Super Mario Odyssey trailer, the latest one, where Mario is taking people over with his fucking hat. He became like a tank. He became a Tyrannosaurus Rex. He became a woman. He took over a woman's body. That was kind of funny. Things like that. So that was cool. And it's a cool looking game because after that, then they went straight into their Treehouse Live events. That's where they actually showed gameplay of Odyssey. They actually showed off a lot of other things too. They showed Metroid Samus Returns. So that's like a traditional 2D Metroid game.
Need
So that was
Metroid
cool.
Prime 2 remastered.
Yep.
Who said that?
So Metroid Samus Returns looks pretty cool.
Gonna have new stuff added to it though. It's not just
Nintendo, other than the Mario game and the new Mario game, it's kind of underwhelming. I didn't think they had an amazing showing.
Yeah.
No.
Just kind of what I expect
agree.
from them.
There were like 2 games that I was like, okay, that's cool, and then that's it.
Like,
they
what
shoulda-
is so Rocket League and is Xenoblade a third-party game?
No. Well, it's
Would you call that a traditional Nintendo title though? Well, you wouldn't call that a first-party game.
their games have only been on Nintendo.
All right, so we
Nintendo
pretty much can
consoles.
call that. So other than Rocket League, it's only first-party titles. They didn't really show support for third parties, really, which is okay, I guess. But I was
Where's
hoping to see a
Bayonetta
little
3?
bit more.
Where's our Smash
God,
Brothers?
I was hoping they
Yeah.
could figure that out.
I am waiting for a Smash Brothers
Yeah.
because I would really like to see the Smash Brothers. I don't see why we have not gotten the Smash. Like, I feel like when you came out with the Switch, you should have been like, Smash Brothers is coming.
All right, and that was Nintendo. So now we'll just go for any miscellaneous stuff like PC games or other announcements that came out before the show or anything like that. Like one of the things they showed off is there's actually going to be a Patapon remastered coming. So that's cool.
What?
Yeah, Patapon 1 remaster,
Oh shit.
along with Loco Roco 2, because they already did Loco Roco 1. They remastered that, but now they're going to do the second one. So that's cool. It'll be on the PlayStation 4, obviously. You can download and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Hey.
So I thought that was cool. Other things, like they showed more details of let's see. Oh, yeah, the new Kingdom Hearts. That like happened like right before E3. That hit the internet.
Mhm.
What do we think about that fucking trailer?
Oh, looks amazing.
I was so fine with those Keyblade fights. I was just like, what is going on here?
I never thought an action-based RPG would be that amazing, but it's Kingdom Hearts that started it all, kind of, in terms of the action-based RPG. So
I'm
that was
100.
sweet.
I'm 100% fine with that. And then when I saw that, I saw Dissidia for the PS4 coming out too, and I was like, God damn.
They even had some things about the PC that came out of like they got some new Warhammer game apparently or something.
Yeah, Warhammer Total War 2.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget about the Age of Empire Deluxe Edition.
I was actually talking to someone else. I was like, you know what they should do? A Game of Thrones Total War. Just because. It's
Sure, it's popular enough.
What? It's like they already have the map all laid out, Westeros and whatnot, all the different clans. Yeah. I'm just saying, it'd probably be a good one to make a Total War game out of. Whatever.
You know, another noted one that the people who made Oddworld, they're making this. Totally forgot about this actually because I forgot who it was in, like whose press conference it was in. But I totally forgot. But did you guys see that last night?
Well,
The last night trailer. It was like that. Here, I'm gonna try to bring it up because I'm going to try to do that.
Try to do it. We believe in you.
do it.
Show me.
What I thought was cool about it was like the art style. It was like, fucking blowing my mind because it was like so cool. And I forgot whose conference it was at, but I just have it as like a general thing here. So they had this fucking game. Remember this? Like this
That
fucking
one. That was at Xbox.
That was at Xbox. Okay.
That was one of those.
Was that like
Xbox-
in their indie section maybe?
Yeah, that was in their indie section.
Oh my god, look at this fucking game, man. Like talk about like the art style trumping everything else about it. It looks so fucking good. Like I love this art style. Same people who made Oddworld are making this.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Like this fucking art style, man.
Like a lot of Xbox indie games look pretty good.
Yeah, look at it. Like, they got super realistic water, and then it's like this cool stylized pixel gritty stuff going on. Oh, it just looks. I am super interested in that. Just for the art style alone, it's like so when I saw Ori for the first time, like I only played that because it looked so beautiful. Not that the story was bad or the game was bad, but it's just like I only played it because it fucking looked so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can agree with you there. Again, though, I really felt like they gave that little montage of indie games. They really should have gone into their indie games because truthfully, a lot of their indie games looked way better than some of these other games they showed off. Excuse me. Well, again, though, it's one big wish list.
Yeah,
So
well,
let's hope we
I
get
kind of like that they
everything
made the
next year.
press conference more. Like we're into the third. What is it? The third or fourth year of the console?
Mhm.
Third year or fourth. I don't know. Now at this point, it should be about the games. So they're just they're shutting up, showing you the games, and that's it. So I like the way they did that.
I still wanted my Coliseum.
Oh Jesus!
Keep
Just
on
watch
waiting.
your Jeff Keighley show, and you'll be good.
Keep on watching.
I wanted a
All right, so-
bloodbath.
It was cool.
Overall, in terms of just the press conferences of E3 this year, how do we feel? Was it pretty good this year, or not good? What do you think?
It made me feel like there was hope for gaming, so I felt pretty good. Mostly for the Sony was the one that really had me. Because truthfully, like Nintendo, it's like sometimes. Microsoft has me like, but Sony really had me like, yeah, okay, I'm good.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of just up and down. It's like, hey, I'm excited for that. I don't really give a shit about it. Hey, I'm excited for that. I don't really
Yeah,
give a
once you
shit.
go through it enough times, you're just like, I hope what I want comes out. Like, I feel like that's the hope of any person who just watched E3. I hope this game comes out. Like, let me sprinkle some dust and pray to God. Please let them release Kingdom Hearts 3 next year or this year. Just really soon. I don't want to see it in 2022, okay? Let me ignore Trump by playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Mm-hmm.
Please, oh great one. I feel like that's the way,
Overall, I feel that it wasn't an extremely strong showing this year. It was good enough, and if there's some interesting stuff coming out in terms of like the new Xbox and how things play that way, and it's interesting in terms of like how these like early access games are getting the big show floor and everything, and more support for indies. But it comes off to me as this is definitely a transitional year. Like this is a development year. Because a lot of this stuff we even saw was a lot of it was for next year too. We are getting some this year, and what was cool about Bethesda's conference is you're getting all that everything they showed was coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool. So we are getting some things, but it definitely comes off to me as a development year. But overall, it's never been a better time to play video games. I would say, a lot of choices out there.
I mean, there have been better times to play video
No,
games.
man, I think right now is the best time it has ever been.
Why?
No.
None of these games are out yet.
Next year will be the best time it is to play
I
video
think
games.
right now is the best time
Well,
as ever to play video games.
Next year, Monster Hunter will be out.
Yeah, next, like truthfully,
Maybe they said 2018. They're gonna push that back.
they probably next year though.
Shut your whore mouth.
To be honest with you, because then you'll get games like Anthem, then you'll get games that you'll really actually want to play. Like this year is like an okay year. I wouldn't call it one of the best because again, your systems are looking like, like what do you really play right now? You know what I mean? Like right now, I got Persona 5 and I still play StarCraft. So I mean, like, what? We just
Oh, we
played
got
Heroes
ARMS.
of the Storm. Oh yeah, we got ARMS coming. I mean, and I'm looking forward to ARMS because ARMS was actually really entertaining.
Yeah.
At least, so
So it's been never
You
been a
know,
better
but-
time to play video games.
no, there will be better times.
We'll always get better, but right now it's pretty
No, right now it's just okay. Like this is the time where all those games you wanted to play them all out now. All those single player games that you wanted to play them right now.
No,
Because
man.
when those other games drop, you're gonna be dictating your life to these other games. Okay. I might not ever see them again on
What?
StarCraft.
When are
I'll
you,
probably see them again on like Xbox playing more stuff.
good.
when are you gonna help take care of these kids? I can't. The swearing monkey needs me.
I was just
The
saying.
swearing monkey.
The swearing monkey needs me. So, yep, that's E3 2017. Of course, we'll have more news coming out in the next couple days. We'll do some follow-ups next week's show, of course.
Maybe we'll tell you what's really exclusive to one system and what isn't.
Yeah, I know you guys looked at that by your own. Just look at
Yeah,
So, just
we ain't
remember.
doing that much work for y'all.
Yeah, you
don't
gotta
like it
just
that
pay
way.
attention. That's what it is. You gotta be a smart consumer. As always, they try to sneak in as many of those exclusive words as they could to make you think they had more than they had. That's just how it always is.
And we're innovative. I fucking hate
They
Ubisoft.
kind of are. I
Fucking
think they
hate
kinda-
Ubisoft.
So make sure you guys check out all of our social networking stuff on the screen there. If you listen to the audio only, make sure you check out at RFPT for Twitter. Like us on Facebook, Move and Play. Add us to your circles of Google Plus. No, we're not getting rid of the goddamn circles. Shut up.
Get rid of
I know you're
Google
gonna say
Plus.
it. MegaScripture.proboards.com to continue the conversation beyond the show and all that fun stuff. This has been episode 186, June 13th, 2017 of Remove and Play. We'll catch you all next week, bitches. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.